Welcome everyone to the first match of the clay tournament. Today we are going to be seeing the Dark Knights, which are the black clay soldiers, versus the Heavy Healers, which are the light gray clay soldiers. The Dark Knights are equipped with shields, sharp sticks, and horses, and they have the elite item of Pegasi. The Heavy Healers are equipped with gravel padded armor, and their elite weapon is Glistening Melon. So, who will win this first match? This is a best 2 out of 3 tournament, which means that the first team to reach 2 wins is declared the victor. So, without further ado, let the game begin. The Dark Knights are rushing out of their gates. They're already across the field, overtaking the Heavy Healers. There's gravel flying everywhere. All the mounts are dead. One of the Dark Knights is on fire, and he's been turned into brick. Those occasional hearts you can see popping up are the Heavy Healers healing their teammates. There's not very many people left on the Dark Knight side. Looks like this match has already been decided. And it looks like one of the Heavy Healers... No, that is not a Heavy Healer on the horse. And the Heavy Healers are the winners. Not a single Dark Knight is left alive. Round 1 of this tournament looks like it's favoring the Heavy Healers. And now it's time for round 2. One thing I had neglected to mention is that the Heavy Healers also have an iron core. This makes them immune to being knocked back by an attack, but gives up their ability to ride any horses. And it seems to be that is making a huge difference in this tournament. There's already 2 of the Dark Knights out the gate, and all the mounts are being taken out yet again. This Soul Sand might be the thing that is turning the tournament in the Heavy Healers' favor. There's gravel flying everywhere. Dark Knights are falling left and right. We're seeing quite a few more Heavy Healer corpses this time around, though. There's some healing going on. There's not very many left of the Dark Knights. Looks like they're going to be taking out this tournament in the first round. And that's it. No more Dark Knights on the field. The Heavy Healers are the winners. They will be going on to round 2 of this tournament. The Dark Knights, well, looks like it's lights out for them. And we will see you in the next round. And we're back in the second round of the clay tournament. This time the tournament is taking place in the Glacial Courtyard. This slippery patch of ice in the center is going to give our soldiers a tough time finding a grip. And on the east gate we have the Galloping Lancers, represented by the yellow soldiers. They are equipped with horses, sharp sticks, padded leather, and their elite item is shields. And in the west gate we have the Mounted Melons, represented by the watermelon soldiers. They too have horses, sharp sticks, and their elite item is reeds for their gravel throwers. Who will win in this closely balanced match? Let's find out. Looks like the Galloping Lancers have lost all their horses almost right away. Some of the Mounted Melons still have their own horses. It seems that range is winning over armor in this match, and it's over already. The Mounted Melons have won. Galloping Lancers are scattered all over the place. That is first match to the Mounted Melons. Will they win the second match straight away like the heavy healers? Let's find out. Alright, time for round 2. All the soldiers are prepped again, and we're off. Heavy mount loss on both sides this time, though the Galloping Lancers seem to have lost all their mounts first again. It looks like the Mounted Melons are completely decimating the Galloping Lancers, and it's over. This was one of the fastest matches I've ever seen. You know what these guys deserve? They deserve some cookies. Some delicious clay cookies for the winners. And that wraps it up for round 2. Time to clean up this mess. And we'll be moving on to round 3 in just a moment. Time for round 3 of the clay tournament. In this match we have, in the East Gate, the Poisonous Purples. They are equipped with redstone dust and gravel, and they sacrifice their third weapon for some capes, because their elite item is very powerful. It is poisonous mushrooms. These poisonous mushrooms pack quite a punch that can instantly kill an enemy soldier. And on the West Gate we have the Magenta Mages. These soldiers are masters of magic. They have blaze rods, slime, and snowballs. And for their elite weapon, they have excuse me, they have padded armor. Now what's special about these elite items is that only 8 of their team has them. That is 8 out of 64 soldiers. And let's see who will win in this battle. There's snow and gravel flying everywhere. The water is being churned up. There's some losses on the Magenta Mages side. And so far no losses on the Poisonous Purples. It seems that the Poisonous Purple's gravel is going to be the winner of this. There's some redstone dust flying around, blinding the Magenta Mages, making them incapable of fighting. And the Poisonous Purples have won with minimal losses. Let's get this mess cleaned up and see them do it again. Alright, time to go into round 2. And they're off, and gravel's flying, snow's flying. There's already a few losses on the Magenta Mages side. I honestly thought that they were going to be the winners of this round. But it seems that gravel is the ultimate victory decider so far in these clay tournament matches. And the Poisonous Purples are proving that they can win a match with minimum weaponry. And they've done it. They've decimated the Magenta Mages. The poor Magenta Mages didn't even get into striking range for their main weapon, the blaze rods, which would have set the enemies on fire, dealing significant damage. All that they managed to do was slow down the Poisonous Purples with their snowballs. This wraps it up for today's tournament. On next week's tournament, we will have... well, not next week, but next the next tournament we broadcast, we are going to have the Pink Pyros versus the Frantic Flingers in the Glimmerpond Towers, the Ice Lords and the Lily Leapers in the Glacial Courtyard, and the Radiant Valkyries versus the Raging Reds in the Glacial Courtyard yet again. My name is Exelbirth, and this has been the first episode of the Clay Soldier Tournament. Tune in next time to see which 3 move on to the next rounds.